Okay, so last time I tried to do a review of Power Gig, there were a few other people in the room, got a bit noisy, and it didn't really work so well. So I figure now I'm alone, I have a bit more time. I would be more than happy to do a more in-depth review of the controller and the game. So let's start out with the controller. It is a six-string guitar. It does function properly as a guitar. It's three-quarter size, so it's really small. That kind of works for me a little bit for now because I'm not used to larger frets, I guess, yet, and that's probably something I need to work on real soon. Um, the strings are already kind of starting to rust a little bit and unravel, especially the second string. The guitar comes with three replacement strings for the high strings, the high three strings, which is nice, but it kind of baffles me as to why they didn't give you three extra lower strings too. That's really not something that I can answer. The tuning picks, for me, they seem to stay in place. A lot of people complain that the guitar comes out of tune very easily, and I believe them. I mean, it seems to be a very cheaply designed guitar, but the thing is, mine work fine, so I really can't say anything bad about that. The guitar is made of plastic, like you can feel it, you can tell. There's definitely no wood in it at all. The neck is plastic, the body is plastic. But it's not cheap plastic like a Guitar Hero or a Rock Band guitar. It's sturdy, it's firm. I really don't mind it being plastic. It's really not that bad, and it's really not that noticeable. Sound-wise, yes, maybe. Tactically, though, or, physically, I really don't mind it that much. The fretboard is interesting. Each fret, and I'm not sure what the actual terminology is to be, has these metal contacts right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. In the game, what happens is, well, I'll get to the game part later. The first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 frets have small notches on them, and this is where the sensors are in the guitar, produced by the game, which I'll go into how the guitar works with the game a little bit later. It's a bit smaller than an actual guitar. It has, let's see, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 frets, maybe 20 if you go a little bit beyond. But the thing is, being a three-quarter size guitar, it is very difficult to get up to those higher frets on the lower strings. It's, I mean, I would not go as far as to say as it's impossible, but for me, I mean, look, I have to arch my whole hand all the way over just to get there. It's really, there's nothing much that blocks the view of the guitar. When you get it, it comes with a few stickers on it, rocket, real, real rocket, these real strings, stuff like that. But you can peel that off. That comes off just fine, so the instructions things. The only thing that doesn't come off is the Power Game logo, but I really don't mind that. It's not really as intrusive as a overzealous sticker. Um, what else comes on it? Let's see, you've got one pickup, and then a volume knob, and then the pickup knob. You have an analog stick on here. Why they give you an analog stick and the D-pad, I'm not sure, but it's there. They're not really that intrusive. The analog stick sort of is, but I mean, it's not something I ever intend to play in front of other people, so that's not like I really mind. Um, D-pad and the Xbox guide button actually sort of complement the look of the guitar, so I'm not really going to complain about it. The strings are really high up. The action is really high. The good news is that helps you build calluses. The bad news is um, it's going to be a lot different if you transfer to another guitar, or if you already play guitar, it's going to feel really weird when you touch it. Um, the sound dampener is actually a really great feature. I always put it up when I'm done playing, and it might not help at all. I don't know, but I figure maybe it'll help it from going out of tune so fast. So I always put it up during gameplay. All you can hear is the strum of the strings, and even that's not even as bad as the Fender Mustang for Rock Band 3, which is very good because the Mustang tends to make a very loud flap noise when you strum it. This, I mean, it just sounds like a muted string. That's it. Um, what else about the guitar? The actual design of the guitar, I'm kind of neutral on. It's one of those things that you look at and you're like, oh, this actually looks really cool. But the more you look at it, the more you realize kind of how um, not really great at it. It's not that it really matters that much because it's a $30 guitar. It's really cheap. The contours on the body are kind of nice. It just kind of looks a little bit cheesy. It kind of looks like a game guitar. I'm not exactly sure why the grooves are in here. Maybe to look a bit cooler, but actually I think I like the grooves a little bit. Headstock is one of the ugliest headstocks I've ever seen. Just, no, I don't like it at all. The back of the guitar, all you see is the logo for the studio. They made a 745 and a battery compartment. The battery compartment is actually very difficult to open for some reason. But, yeah. The neck's a bit thicker than a normal guitar, and that's kind of, you kind of expect that. It has all the guitar technology in the neck that allows it to sense. But I'm actually going to get to the problem with that in a minute. It's not a problem for the frets that it uses, but you'll see why I'm kind of against this in a minute. Overall, for $30, you can do much worse than this. I mean, I like it just fine. It makes the sound that I want. I'll probably, if I ever decide to keep with guitar, I'll get a better one. If not, really, I think I can honestly say I'm satisfied with this. It's not the best. It's certainly very bad for $180, which is the price that it launched at. Very bad for $100, which it got to soon after. $70, it'd be okay, but I still wouldn't get it. $30 is a very sweet spot for this guitar, and GameStops are probably going to not stock this anymore, so if you're even remotely interested in it, I would go for it. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it or not, but I'll go ahead and plug it into the amp real quick. And bear in mind that I'm really kind of a bad guitar player, so you're probably going to hear this and be like, what the, why okay, I guess I should also say, on the side of the guitar you have a Xbox headset jack. But I don't know if that's present on PS3 or not, probably not. A sync button for the Xbox 360, and you have your output jack. So you go right in there, and you don't need batteries to actually play the guitar, which makes sense. You don't need batteries for a real guitar. So, let's see. This, that's it. Just like a real guitar. Seems to work fine. That was me. I have noticed that if you like strum, sometimes it'll make a twangy noise. That is it hitting the fret contacts. Kind of annoying at times, but really, if you just play carefully, it'll be fine. Really, I mean, not bad. Anyway, I suck, so I will go ahead and stop playing the guitar. As far as the guitar goes, if you have a good amp to go with it, I recommend it. If you're going to play it acoustically, you might want to find something else. This is really not meant to be played acoustically. As far as the game goes, I actually feel because I didn't pay $60 for it. Maybe it's because really it's only worth $8 and I got it in a bundle with a guitar for $30, which is a good deal. I kind of like the game. It actually does have a great track list. There are no covers at all. You do have to unlock the songs, kind of like older Guitar Hero games, but people say it's complicated to unlock the songs because you have to, it's really weird. You have to pick songs that match clans when you play through the campaign. It's really not that hard. It's just like, it's giving you the impression that you have a choice, but you really don't. It's sort of like playing Guitar Hero 4. It's really not that bad, especially if if you've been playing rhythm games for a while. Certainly, you'll already be good enough to just go through the gigs over and over and over. You'll be fine. I've heard that there's some song repetition. I personally don't mind repeating a song once or twice. You kind of had to do that in Rock Band 2 a lot during the campaign, so I really don't have a problem with that. Playing the guitar in the game that comes with it, though, don't do it. Really, what happens is those metal contacts I was talking about earlier. Let me pull it back over and just show you the green fret. If you want to hold the green fret down in the game, you have to hold the string down so it touches both metal contacts on either side of it. This is a very, very poorly designed idea. So, because let's say if you have a green, red, blue chord, you're holding down all three strings, and that means the contacts are touching on the yellow fret too. So it's a very poorly designed concept, and really I only recommend you playing it if you play on medium or easy or somewhere in between. It does work with other music games though, which is great. I actually had 12 people over in my dorm the other night playing Rock Band, and this was just great for having people on medium, and more experienced players would use the Explorer guitar. Um, but the actual guitar gameplay seems to be fine. They added an open note, which is like what Guitar Hero did for bass. That's really, really, it's not innovative at all, but it makes the game a little bit more fun to play, just a little bit more challenging. Mojo power has to be activated with the whammy bar or the select button. Can't tell to activate, but that's not really, really a problem. I don't think anyone really plays this game competitively. Um, drums seem to work fine. That's it. It's just vertical. It's sort of like Rock Revolution, but better. I like the drums. I would keep coming back to play stuff like Paramore, Flyleaf, Eric Clapton. I would keep coming back to it. It seems to be really good. I haven't tried vocals. I'm not much of a vocals guy. What I've seen of the engine, it doesn't look too great. But I'm not. But a lot of people have said the game itself isn't that great, and I'm disagreeing with them. So I'm not really sure what to say. It's the game is worth it. If you can find the guitar game bundle for $30, I would go for it. If you find the band bundle and not the guitar bundle, sure, go ahead and go for it. Just never use the drums because it will kill your wrists instantaneously. It's not a good setup at all. 6 batteries for one drum set is not a good deal. Um, but the guitar game for $30, you can certainly do a lot worse than finding a guitar. And the game, I think you'll enjoy the game. I'll go against professional reviews and go ahead and say it's a pretty good game. Certainly not on the level of Rock Band, DJ Hero, not even on the level of GH6. Thank God you can actually skip the cutscenes in this game. GH6's cutscenes were pretty awful, but it's worth it, really. I'm a music game geek. I have sitting in my dorm room a drum set, a DJ turntable, a keyboard, a pro guitar, this, an Explorer, 2 mics. I know music games probably a bit more than a few reviewers did, and it's for $30. I would say go for it instantly. Um, Anything more, you're probably pushing it, but $30 is really the sweet spot for this game. And I'll also put in a little plug for Rocksmith, I guess, since this is a real guitar. This will function with Rocksmith when it comes out. So it might be a great idea to pick this up for $30 and pick Rocksmith up when it comes out, and you would be gold for Rocksmith. But yes, Power Gang, I give it probably 7, 8 out of 10. It's really not as bad as people say it is for the price that it's at right now.